Connie, y'all. And I got a new dance. It's called the Miss Connie Road. Get on up and get information. And let's roll. Here we go. To the left, roll it, roll it. And to the right, roll it, roll it. Jump up, roll it, roll it. Lean back and roll it, roll it. If you wanna roll, come on and roll with me. The Miss Connie roll. Right foot out, out. Bring it back. Left foot out, out. Bring it back. Now turn it all around. Hey, and roll it on down. Bring it up. If you wanna roll, come on and roll with me. The Miss Connie roll.
Motor City Rockstar, Motor City Rockstar, another Sonic Soul Tuesday. Sonic Soul Tuesday right here at Wjzz Cool Tv. Coolest station in the world, y'all. Sonic Soul. We stream live every Tuesday night on all top social media platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and every other thing you can think about. You know, so hey, tonight we got an exciting show. We got Miss Connie. We came in listening to some of that new Miss Connie roll. We're gonna hear from Miss Connie tonight. We also were gonna hear from DJ Fuji tonight, but DJ Fuji unfortunately had another event to attend tonight that he completely forgot about. But that's okay. You know, I told him we'll double back to him, so we're gonna get him on the show eventually. But tonight we've got Miss Connie, and so we're waiting on her to chime in. She's gonna spend some time. We're gonna talk to her about what she's got going, her vibe out there on the Southern Soul scene, and we're gonna hear about some of the new projects she's got coming up. And so we're gonna hear all about everything as much as we can tonight. But in the meantime, we're sitting here. I was talking to Al Bracey the other day, and Al Bracey wanted me to let you guys know that he's soon coming back towards the way. He said, I told him that they're gunning for his chair. They're gunning for his chair. I said, Al Bracey, you better come on back, man, because your chair is an endangered species around here. But that's okay. He said, don't let nobody get my seat. And I said, well, that's okay. We're gonna leave the light on for you like the Motel 6 of them guys, whoever the hell they are. So anyway, hopefully we'll be hearing from Miss Connie real soon, because we want to really anxiously hear about some of the stuff that she's got going on. I've been talking to her over the last couple of days, and it sounds like she's got a lot of good stuff going on. We got one of our partners out there in Southern, so we want to keep it in our prayers, Nigel Perkins. We've had Nigel Perk on the show once before, so all we're going to say is just that y'all keep him in your prayers right now, because he's going through a thing, and eventually I'm sure that when he's ready, he will let you guys know what's happening. But right now, we just need everybody just say a prayer for him and his family. And so, you know, hey, things happen, and we just need to be strong with each other. Sometimes we need to know that, you know, we got each other's backs. That's the bottom line, you know, because we all go through. So either way it goes, we're going to keep this thing rolling. Like I said, Sonic Soul Thursday on Wjzz Cool TV. I believe we had a new show on before my show tonight. Night School, I'm not really sure. You know, I always get the new shows messed up when they come in. But then we got, I want to say it was Night School, if I'm not mistaken. Night School is on before Sonic Soul show on Tuesday nights. I was the first one that brought in the week with the podcast here at Wjzz Cool TV, but we got one in front of me. And obviously they had a pretty good show tonight, so we're going to ask you to tune in to those guys on Tuesday nights from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And then, of course, Sonic Soul is on from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. And then we'll be doing our thing, you know, throughout the week with some of the other shows. We got Priscilla Price is on tomorrow night. Swade Covington, Community Updates is on tomorrow night. So we got a great lineup. We got Telford's at I want to say he's early in the morning. So for all of you that get up early in the morning, I believe he's the first show on Wednesdays that come in, I believe at 10 o'clock in the morning on Wednesdays. Telford. His name is a tongue twister to me. So anyway, Motor City Rockstar, and like I said, we're waiting on Miss Connie to chime in. Hopefully, I know she didn't forget about us, but either way it goes, we'll chime in with her, and we'll check on her shortly to make sure that she's not having any complications or whatever. I know when I talked to her earlier, she said she was kind of taking a little nap and resting around the house, And so we do definitely understand that. And so we'll do this, and in the meantime, we'll keep this thing going. Anyway, I want to talk about a couple of things while we're waiting on her to chime in. I was talking to a friend of mine who was at a blues festival on this past weekend, and I want to say Tutwiler, Mississippi. That's over there in the Delta. Tutwiler. I went to school over there with Clarksdale area, kind of around in there. Anyway, what she said to me is that it was a great show. I want to say L.J. Eccles was on the show, and Narvel Eccles was on the show, Narvel, and she said they did a great job, great performance, but the only downfall was that the field was a wreck. The place where they had the event. Now, I asked, was this an event that was a paid event? Did you pay to get in, or was it a promoter that, well, obviously someone was responsible for putting this event together? And she said, well, no, it was a free event. It was free to the public. It was a thing they do there. I guess this is like, who knows, first, second, third annual, whatever the hell the event was. Anyway, she said the field was a mess. And I said, well, and she said it really turned a lot of people off because where the entertainment was good, the field just turned a lot of people off. Like you were sitting in a landfill. So people were not really, or they didn't have anything set up so they could get rid of their waste, and it just was tacky. She said garbage all around the stage. Now, what I asked her, I said, how did it seem like the artists, she said, shit, they kept going, which I can imagine they did, because when you are paid to perform, I mean, shame on the field and the promoters for allowing your field to look like it does. But as an artist out there, so artists, and this is a question for the artists or entertainers, how do you feel when you go out to an event or you have a blues festival or whatever the event may be? What's been your experience with some of these campgrounds, some of these blues fields, Big Mama's cornfield? We'll do a blues festival anywhere. And back in the day, shit, we do a blues festival on a baseball field because we played baseball there and we thought it was a good idea to have a blues festival. Why not, right? But the point that I'm making is the cleanliness of the area, the grounds, is something that I think is important, because if you think about it, if you look around the grounds where you have an event, if it looks like garbage, it's trashy, what does that say about the promoters? And I'm thinking to myself, when she was telling me the story, if this was sponsored by someone, who were the sponsors? And would you want to sponsor this type of event? If I were a sponsor and I went out to look at the event, because I'm sure I've got some passes, I'm giving you money or I'm supporting the event, I've got to be VIP. But what do I VIP? In the sanitation area? You know what I'm saying? So it's not a good look. It doesn't mean that you can't have successful things in the future. It just means that I think you should be aware of what you need to do to attract the sponsor. If a sponsor comes out there and says that, hey, you got a damn concert going on in the middle of a damn landfill, I don't think they're going to be too quick to give up the bread. They're going to want to know what your sanitation plan is. And then you got people out there that are sponsoring, or they're vendors. They're buying booths for food and things like that. So all that's important. Would you eat a funnel cake from the lady next to the garbage dump? That just doesn't make too much sense. So that's one thing that I want to discuss maybe down the road. But I want to get some feedback. If you know anybody that is in the business, or what's been your experience as an artist? If you've been out there to a lot of blues festivals, or you've been performing on shows and you look out there, we look out for the food, the entertainment. The riders are fun because they know what's on our riders sometimes, and so we're okay. And then we don't, other than, we go out and mix and mingle and promote and get our music out to people. So we want to interact with the crowd. We don't want to do it in a damn garbage dump, and so it can be annoying. I mean, it's enough that we deal with the crowd because we understand everybody's out there, they're pulling on you, they're tugging, and everyone wants their time in garbage. Not a good look. That's like being in the rain. We might as well go out there in the rain and just do a show and put everything in the rain, no umbrellas, no nothing. Just we'll sit in the rain, shit, like Woodstock. You know, now it's serious like that. I mean, that can happen, but hey, man. So I think it's important that we take into consideration when we have events, and when we have events, what our plan is for the people, because we have to consider the concert goers and the people that are coming through with whatever they're coming with. You know, the people walking around, and they're gonna talk about you. Some folks will, but yeah, man, I'm thinking maybe Tutwiler is just a junky ass town. Who knows? I mean, because it's just the way they live. It's the way they live. You know, I was just watching a big special about the Mississippi Delta a couple weeks ago, and it's pretty. It's cool. It's improving, but it's not improving as much as some of the other major cities around Mississippi. Period. Mississippi is still just like a medieval state. Although it's a fun place to be. You know, I like it. I go there all the time. I have family there, and will soon be there myself. But you know, I think it's culture shock. I guarantee you that. Mississippi and Alabama, those are two states in my opinion, and Virginia. They're still kind of medieval states. You know, Virginia, West Virginia, those are akin to Alabama, Mississippi, kind of, except they're just on the East Coast. You know, but either way it goes, there are a lot of things that are about to take place because it's summertime. It is concert season, and we know, just as I was talking about going out there to blues festivals and fields and things like that, we don't want to go out if we know for a fact that we're going out to a place that should be clean. We're going to get some good entertainment, but it's not because of whatever reason. And speaking of which, we'll talk about Carolyn Bonner's thing. She's got the second annual Blues Festival and Blues Southern Soul Festival coming up here in Detroit on August 12th down at the Aretha Franklin's Amphitheater. And I think she's got a lot of artists coming here, man. She's got DJ Fuji, of course, is hosting on the ones and twos. He'll be here. Coco's hosting from WJLB. Everyone knows Coco. And then we've got J1, Willie Clayton, Sir Charles, Westlove, I want to say, Tina P. We got a whole host of artists that are coming that's going to throw down, man. And so it should be a good time. It's on the water, so you already know. We have a lot of boaters out there, man, getting the show. And we like to see that. We like to see that those guys are out there having fun. When the boaters pull up, the Southern Soul boys know that they can turn around and get their music out to those guys also. A lot of people know who they are, you know. We don't get them as much, but we're trying to change that around here. We got a whole lot of things going on. Like I said, Miss Connie is hopefully coming. I keep saying I'm going to reach out to her. I'm going to call her on my personal phone, y'all. That's what I'm going to do. And then what I'll do is we'll talk some more about Miss Bonner's thing, like I said, on August 12th down at Aretha Franklin's Amphitheater, because that's going to be a good thing. Kind of like, I wouldn't say an end of the summer thing, but kind of midway into the summer almost, because we'll went through the 4th of July and all that good stuff, almost getting back to Labor Day. So we're right there on the edge of the end of summer, you know, and I think it's a great time of year to have it because it's really nice on the water that time of year. August is a hot month, but that water makes it very pleasant. You can get out there, that breeze is always coming across, so you won't ever have a problem there, you know, definitely. So we're looking forward to that, and then we've got a whole lot of people coming out. I think Cookie from Cookie Time is coming. Cookie Time with a twist. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna call Miss Connie and see what's going on with her. Maybe she overslept. She missed her call time. We don't know what's happening, so we're gonna give her a call. It is. Oh, hold on, y'all. You said you didn't know what?
I didn't know it was 9:14.
Oh yeah, I'm telling people. You know you live right now. You are live, and we waiting on you to chime in. We want to see you, but I said I'm gonna call. We're gonna call her. I done talked about all kinds of stuff. We done played some music and all. We didn't play too much of it. We played Miss Connie Rose.
And I'm up here. I be doing too much.
You talking to the people. The people can hear you. So say hello to the people. Introduce yourself. Hey, this is Miss Connie, y'all. We supposed to be looking at Miss Connie, but Miss Connie obviously overslept or something. I don't know.
Send me the thing so I can get on.
I sent it to you.
Well, let me get on then. I'm gonna chime in.
Did you see it? You didn't get the text, the link.
I didn't hear it. It didn't alert me. So let me go look for it.
Okay, go look,
Call in.
go look, and yeah, we'll be waiting for you. We'll be waiting for you, Miss Connie.
Okay,
The
I'm
public is
coming.
waiting.
Coming right up.
She she coming right up, y'all. She just told y'all she'll be right up. Okay, look again, but guess what I'll do? I'll send it just in case.
Okay.
All right. So it happens like that sometimes. You know, we have things to do, and time gets away from us. But guess what? It's no big deal. As we can overcome it. I'm sure you guys are patient to it and maybe understand because it could have been you. Could have been you. That is one thing that we want to do is always take into consideration that people have lives and things happen. Nothing is always ever perfect, and not gonna always work out in our favor. But she's with us, so we'll get it together. We will get it together. Okay, so I'm getting it back out to her, so she should be chiming in real soon again. And so, like I said, this is gonna be a good year for soul and blues. Uh, I was also looking at the fact that they say that attendance is up highly right now, more than it's been over the past several years, of course, prior to us going into COVID, because we went through such a traumatic time with COVID, and I think that people are still just giddy to get back out. And it's not so much that people have as much money or more money; they are just ready to spend whatever they feel like is disposable income for entertainment because we got a lot of stuff going on. So think about that. I would say that most of it is probably attributed to so much turmoil that's going on. We want to do things that are fun that gives us joy.
Hello.
Whatever the joy may bring. Here she go, y'all. Hold on. Who is that? I think you got us on mute. Unmute us.
I
Unmute
can't
yourself.
hardly hear you
Can't hear
though.
you. At least I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Wonder why I can't hear you. Let me see.
I can't. I tell you what we'll do.
Hello.
Cause you know what I'll do? I'll keep looking at you and I'll call you back on the phone. But you are you using your phone for the video?
I
I
am.
am. Okay, oh, there she go. There she go. She's in.
Okay, good.
Okay,
You
good. You
what
what
about
about
your
you?
you
Did
turn
you
your
turn
out?
yours out? I can hear you fine now. We mic checking. What about now? Can you hear me? I had you real good. Say something. And then you went away.
Trying to think
Trying to
how this
think how to.
is.
There you go. There you go. Whatever you do, don't do anything. Sing like a song real quick. Mic check. Do re mi mi. And see, you went away.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, there you go. See, you keep going in and out. So what did you do?
Um,
Um,
I hear
I hear
myself.
myself. Okay, you hear yourself echoing. Cut your stuff down a little bit. 'Cause that's
Cut
what
my
it is. Cut
phone
my
down.
phone down. Yeah, cut it down a little bit.
Like how
Like
far?
how far? Is that better?
We both
We
on
both on
speakerphone. Should I
speakerphone. Should
not
I
do
not do
a
a
speaker or
speaker or
something?
something? Well, oh, you're using your phone. Yeah, no, no, I'm on a camera.
Hey, I
Hey,
can't
I
see
can't
you,
see you,
G.
G. You can't see me.
You look
You
so
look
far
so
away.
far away. Yeah, because I'm on the
You got a
you got a
close up?
close up? Yeah, he can give me a close up shot. Give me a close up shot. Control room engineer, he work on it.
Let me
Let
try
me
to come
try to
back
come
in
back
because
in
the
because the
audio is
audio
way
is
up.
way up. We have an audio problem, y'all. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it. I think she's gonna try and do something else, but she'll be back. We know she's gonna be here. We got time to talk to her. It's just nine something, so we got a little ways to go yet, and we're gonna hear from her. So again, we just want to get this whole thing situated. This live is always something. I'm no engineer, and so I rely on those guys to do what they got to do. We're gonna get it together for you, and she'll be back. Either way it goes, if we don't look at it, here she goes.
Go
She go
live, how
live.
it
How it
works.
works. You're great now. I can hear you fine. How's that sound for you?
Hello?
Hello. Yeah, how's that sound? You still have the echo?
Restream. Yeah, I can barely hear you, and I can't read your lips because I can't see you.
Oh, so we got a little delay. We got a little delay. Don't let it freak you out. Nothing we can do about that. And I don't know if we can change the camera shot. I just want to know that we can kind of hear each other. And I know it's kind of hard, you say, because I can understand that echo. I've had that happen to me in the past, and I'm hoping that I don't have it on my end because I really don't know what it sounds like on my end at this point. But right now, everything sounds good. You're coming through very clear, and you're not. There's no interruption or echo. You say I just look so far away. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Are you there?
Yeah. See, you went away. Your volume went away.
I'm trying to figure out how to hear you.
So I know what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna
Hello?
cut to the chase, and we're gonna do it like this.
Hello?
Okay. So this is what I want you to do, Miss Connie. Get off your stream, and I'm gonna call you, and I'm gonna put you on speaker. How about that? Can you hear that? Did you get that one? I don't interrupt the stream, you guys. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, y'all, be patient, please. Sonic Soul is gonna come right to you. Hey, WJZ Cool TV, cool station in the world.
Hello?
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We'll just run it like this. Don't worry about that. Let's just talk to you this way.
Okay, I'm cool with it. It's just still like this. So you sound so far away.
Do I really sound far away? Why? I wonder why that is. Because I can hear you
What are
fine.
you calling me on your phone
Yeah,
video?
I'm calling. No, I'm calling from my phone now.
Okay.
You know, and you sound great. I can hear you fine on my end. So I don't know what it sounds like on your end, of course, but on this end, everything.
Sorry
So
on video.
we're gonna try and go through and just ask a couple of questions. Talk to Miss Connie, y'all. Miss Connie is on the phone because we were trying to get the video stream to work, but obviously, we had to go
Can
another.
people see me?
They cannot. They can just see me. They can just see me because you're not on the stream anymore because you use your phone for the stream instead of a computer. And if you had been using a computer, we could have very easily done the stream and just talk to you on the phone if we had problems with the volume on the stream. But since we couldn't get the video right, I just figured the best thing to do would be to just call you on the phone and we could conduct the interview this way. That'd probably be the best way to do it tonight anyway, to avoid having any further
It's
problems.
not gonna work though because I literally cannot even hear you.
Really?
Like
Wow.
I know you're talking, but I have no idea what you're saying.
Wow. That is.
So I can just try to call you on your regular phone
Yeah.
and then you hear my
Why,
voice.
why don't you why don't you try to call me again? Call me. Hang up and call me back.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do that. We'll do that. Now I'm calling her from my regular phone, but we'll see what happens when she calls me back. Because maybe she had a clearer line or something. You never can tell. Either way it go, we're gonna make it through this show. WJZ Cool TV, Sonic Soldier Show, Tuesday night, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock here. And here comes Miss Connie. We're gonna try this again. Miss Connie, how is that? Is that a lot better?
Yeah.
All right, so she said she couldn't hear me, y'all, the first time. She said, I'm going to hang up. Maybe it's the damn studio phone is acting crazy. I'm going to hang up and call you on your phone. Well, I was talking to you on my phone at that time, Miss Connie.
Yeah, well that video thing wasn't working.
Yeah, it didn't work right. So either way it goes, it's not a deal breaker because, like I said, we are going on. We're going to move forward and keep the show on the road. But anyway, glad that you can make it tonight. Even if we can't see you any longer, they had a chance to see you, and we did play the Miss Connie role on the intro when we came on the show tonight. So they've had a chance to listen to a little bit of that, and we want to talk about that. We want to talk about the new Miss Connie album release, and I'm gonna leave it up to you to just tell us what you've been up to, Miss Connie.
I started this year out going in the studio to make this album. On January 5th. I finished it on April the 10th. And now it's all about circulating the music,
Right.
sharing the music, sharing what's on my mind with this album and getting it out there to the people. And then being able to follow up by coming to their cities and hitting that stage so we
Right.
can bond.
Oh yeah, I got you. And so, how long have you been on the scene as far as Southern Soul, and what's been your opinion about being on the Southern Soul scene so far?
I started in Southern Soul in 2017. And I loved it. I fell in love with the audience, the people who love people, who make them smile and dance and feel good on the inside. I fell in love with those people.
Right.
And that was been my mission since then, to gravitate to those people who love it for those reasons.
Right.
Not for any other thing, just to feel good, have a good time, relate to something we're saying, and that's it.
Right. And where does Miss Connie come from? How did you even get started in music, and where'd you originate from? Where are you born and raised? And tell us about some of that. How did you get involved?
In Southern Soul or in music?
Just music, period. How did you get out there on the scene, and what inspired Miss Connie to even say, well, shit, let me dip my toe in the Southern Soul?
Okay, so are you talking about Southern Soul? Now I need to know you. Southern Soul and music is two different. Way before Southern Soul.
Well, yeah, I want to know from the beginning what inspired you, and then because I know that eventually, if you're out there on the soul or R&B scene, on that Southern Soul, I've noticed that a lot of people that change over and come into the Southern Soul, if they don't come immediately into Southern Soul, they will transition to Southern Soul, but they usually will come from some other form of music like soul or R&B, because Southern Soul is so closely related to that genre, but it just still has that soulful bluesy feel to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when I got in Southern Soul, I had pretty much given up on music. I had probably been out the music scene for about 15 years.
Wow.
But when I got into music in general, I've been in music my whole life, from performing arts high school to college. I went to Howard University, majored in fine arts in the music department. So I've been in music. I've been loving music since I was 7 years old.
Right.
And then I started touring when I turned 20.
Yeah.
A blues singer named Jesse James.
Oh, yeah.
And then I started working with Millie Jackson.
Wow.
And then I went and did an Any Heartbreak tour with Albie Shore back in the day on the Any Heartbreak tour when he was hot.
Right. Yeah, Albie Shore was hot, boy. Albie Shore was... New Jack City put Albie Shore on the map.
Yeah. And so after that, I started doing a lot of band singing here and there. I tried to get my own deal. I got the deal with Motown Records, but it didn't go anywhere because you know how that go. The music industry, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got discouraged about it because it was all about the video soul and MTV.
Yeah.
It was all about sex and bodies parts and all that stuff. It didn't seem to be about good music to me or talent.
Yeah.
Just about visual.
So the music changed.
I'm not bad on the eyes or nothing like that, but I just didn't prefer to be looked at that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it kind of turned me off. I got out of it for a while.
You said 15 years. 15 years.
Yeah, I started doing makeup.
So what you were a makeup person and
Yeah,
what?
and then I started being managers of clubs.
Okay. So you saw, is that what got you back into it? Like, were you bringing groups and artists and performers through on your club side?
I was dealing with that a lot, but indirectly, I did get back into it that way because I started managing a club for an owner in Shreveport. But he also knew I was talented, and he started inviting me to do some Southern Soul shows that they were having at his club.
Okay, okay.
And that is how I got back into it.
Yeah.
So I was managing the club and singing.
I got you. I got you. I got you. So that experience was good for you, and then was what inspired you to even step over on that Southern Soul side?
Well, one time that same owner had a Southern Soul festival in the downtown area of Shreveport, and I was there just to just to be there to see the acts.
Yeah.
Where I wanted to be. I wanted to get on the stage and get the opportunity, but we didn't know if that was going to be possible. Well, as it turned out, there was a lot of space in between each artist before the next artist would come on for as far as setup.
Yeah.
So he was like, you know what? Let's get you up here. So, I mean, I didn't have any original music. I just had a couple songs I really liked doing, like Betty Wright, Tonight is the Night, and Gladys Knight, Neither One of Us. So I got up there, had my little CD with my instrumentals on it.
Yeah.
And just went up there, and sung a little heart out. And the people were kind of far back, and the stage was kind of high up.
Right.
So you really couldn't tell, when you like that far, you really can't really tell if you're affecting people. But when I finished, and I was leaving the stage, when I hit the ground from coming down off the stage, everybody who was there stood up and started clapping for me.
Yeah.
They gave me a standing ovation. And I was just flabbergasted. It kind of brought me to tears. And I'm saying to myself, now, wait a minute. I wasn't even a part of this show. I'm just here, just like they are, to see the show.
Yeah.
And these people don't know me from a can of paint. But they standing up clapping for me because I done made them feel some kind of way.
Right, right.
They're here for a Southern Soul show. So this Southern Soul thing means that these people, they don't care if they know you or not.
That's right.
They care how you make them feel. And I was just kind of hooked from that day on. I said, these are the people I want to sing to.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it does, I mean, you feed off the energy of your crowd. I really want to say, when you have these Southern Soul shows, because, they come from the same thing we come from. And basically, we know what they feel. We know what they want to feel like when they go out and have a good time. We know that, they need to be lifted up by good artists that can understand where they're coming from. You know what I mean? And so so I can feel what you're saying when you say that will make you emotional sometimes because you feeding off that crowd's energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's important that we can bring that. And music has changed so much. Just like you said, when you hit sing. Music, or when you were on the scene, music turned into the skin about the sex and hey, the cladly dressed women out there showing, tits and ass. That's what music became, So, there's no feel good and happy music don't sell anymore. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You don't hear a lot of that. If there's any feel good music out there, I think sometimes it's a love song. We have to still love songs. But we extreme with the love songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got a love song. I think you got a love song. We're going to get to that. We're going to talk about that. I think maybe we'll go out tonight and play that song. That Keep It 100. I like that. I like that, John, boy. That's a good cut.
Oh, yeah, that's real.
And then Miss Connie, what is the name of your new album?
Round 2 at 5723.
At 57, Miss Connie, round 2 at 5723. I saw the album cover. Who did your artwork? Who did your design? Who was the thought behind that?
Me.
Yeah, it was all you. Well, you know what? It's great because it's very. It says Miss Connie. I mean, I've been listening to you for a while now, and you know, when I first heard you, I said she has a great voice, and she's the kind of artist that I'm used to. One of them old down home backwoods, tell it like it is artists. And
Right.
I've listened to your new album. I had a listening party the other night, and I had a couple people by, and they were really digging that music. And they had a young lady that hosted the last show that just went off before mine came on, Night School. And I was playing that Miss Connie Rowe, and I heard her. She's standing right here next to me trying to get her stuff gathered up as my show was starting. And she said, "Who is that?" That Miss Connie. That Miss Connie Rowe. So Miss Connie, your music is snapping. It caught her attention just like that. And that's what you want. You want music that's going to impact the person. Now you got to get a person's attention on any song in the first, I would say 4 to 6 or 4 to 8 bars. If you ain't got them by then, your ass is headed for a damn disaster. Period. You see what I'm saying?
I totally agree.
You gotta come out there on them. Come out there. You gotta make it pop. You gotta make it pop. Some people want to come out with all this dynamic, and that's cool. But damn it, that pop better be somewhere hidden in them dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and your music, in other words, what I'm saying is it has those dynamics. It has the pop, and it's telling the story that we can familiarize with. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, are your people hearing me talk?
Yes, they do. Absolutely. You can say whatever you want to say to them.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry that we couldn't get the video together.
Absolutely, Miss Connie. This Miss Connie, y'all. Absolutely, they hear you. You're going to see the show. You're going to see all the bumbles and all the stuff that we went through in the beginning prior to you coming on. You meet how I kill time. I was talking about what you and I were mentioning the other day. I said I was going to talk about the blues festivals that you go to when the fields are looking like a damn landfill. How does that make the artist feel as you go out and perform on these shows, Miss Connie? You want to see a decent looking crowd, sure, true enough. That means that you're doing a great job, or people come out and see you. But at the same time, you want to not walk through garbage that's ankle deep in the field that you're performing on.
You know, I don't want to walk through no garbage. Now, I just did a show recently in the country where they had a stage, but the stage was so small, nobody wanted to be up there.
Yeah.
So that put us in the grass, in the dirt. And it wasn't, so long as it wasn't wet and muddy, I was cool.
Yeah.
I had on some banging boots, so I
Banging.
wasn't too happy about having them. But you know, I got a song called Kicking Dirt Up on My Boots, so I got to stay true to that. So, you know, I'm the one that'll get in, I'll kick up some dirt. I'll get on in. If they with me, I'm with them.
Yeah.
So if they going to come and get around me, and we going to have us a good old country good time, I'm with it.
And so, Miss Connie, let me ask you this. Where can they find any of your information, your music, your social media links? How can they get in touch with Miss Connie?
You can follow me on Facebook, IG, and TikTok under the same name, Ms. Connie Mo. That's MZCONNIE Mo. M-O.
M.O. Like you want some more. We gonna want some more Connie. We want more Miss Connie. Because Miss Connie, once y'all start digging on her vibe, I believe, Miss Connie, that you're going to be a big hit. And you and I, like I said, we've been talking, and I know that you got some good stuff out there. You got a lot of stuff coming up. We got Jeter Jones on the show next week. And so, we've been talking to those guys, and they mention you. And I said, yeah, Miss Connie is, you and I and Nelson Curry, we were together once. And I said, man, I got to get Miss Connie and Nelson Curry, because Nelson Curry spoke very highly of Miss Connie. And, so not so much that you're a newcomer, because you toured with Millie Jackson, you toured with Al B. Sure, and so you have experience. Now, do you have any advice for anybody that's coming into the industry based on what you've been seeing on the road and what you've seen in the past? Because if you were Millie Jackson, let me tell you something. Millie Jackson was like, when I was growing up, Miss Connie, Millie Jackson was like Richard Pryor or Dolomite. Those albums were hidden in my house. You know what I'm saying? It's like you had to sneak and listen to a Millie Jackson song. That was like a Richard Pryor joke. You know what I mean?
Imagine being on stage with her for 3 years.
Oh my God! I'm sure you know every Millie Jackson lick. You probably cut somebody out Millie Jackson style in the New York minute, can't
I can.
you?
I really can.
Millie Jackson let it all hang out, and we still love Millie Jackson. You know, we know that. You know, she's not as young and vibrant as she was, but she's still Millie Jackson. You know, too.
I had to actually damn near cuss her out one time.
Uh-oh.
When I went there, guess what? She gave me respect. She laughed. She said I was crazy.
Yeah.
Which I probably was being crazy to do that to my boss, but I had to, I had to kind of let her know, hey.
Well, you know what though? Maniacs respect maniacs.
Exactly.
I don't care what nobody say. Maniacs respect maniacs, Miss Connie. She probably said that damn Connie Moore, I like her ass. She all right. Y'all probably best of buddies to this day.
Yeah, I love her. Ain't nothing I wouldn't do for her. She called it.
Yeah.
My first night with her was in Dayton, Ohio. I'll never forget it. We were at this place called Jilly's. And she told the audience, she said, yeah, I got a new background singer, y'all. Tonight is her first night. She say, can I cuss on here? I'm just.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tell her
She
like it.
said, I want to see if the bitch can sing.
Uh-oh.
She say, sing, bitch. Sing.
Oh, man. And that was her style.
That's how she put me out there. Now all eyes and ears are on me.
Oh, yeah. That put you. They want to know if the bitch can sing.
I had two choices, sing or run.
I swear. And look, and what everybody said you got done, the bitch can't really sing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in that place.
She taught me.
Oh, wow.
Got to stay ready.
You gotta stay ready.
Never know. I never ever got caught off guard by her ever again because she didn't do it all the time.
Yeah.
She did it randomly, so you never knew when she was gonna do it.
Right.
But she never caught me slipping ever again.
That's right. Yeah, because when you're daydreaming, boy, and they call on you, you ain't ready, boy, that's going to be the life of you, death of you.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, you got to be ready. You got to be ready. Because sometimes the stage is set and you just happen to be right there, a part of it. Like, come on, what you going to do? You better damn hand bone or something, you know? show what you got. Tell a joke. Yeah, that's why I say I keep a hat full of jokes. If I can't do nothing, I can say something. If I talk in my sleep, I'm sure you've experienced me by now. My audience knows who I am. Wjzz Rockstar. They might say I'm kind of calm tonight because I've been trying to be mind my manners, and let them know you're watching Wjzz Cool TV, coolest station in the world, Miss Connie. We're streaming every Tuesday night live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and other top social media platforms. So like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, and hey, look, I've got you tagged, and I hope that your viewers, the people that support you, will watch the show and continue to watch the show because we've got some other great shows lined up through the week. We've got Priscilla Price and Blues Factory tomorrow, Sway Covington. We got a whole lot of good shows. Jazz Cats. Did I hear you say that you know a little bit about jazz also?
I majored in jazz studies.
That's what I thought. So WJZZ is
yeah,
up there.
like in order to pass my classes, we had to sing in front of the Fine Arts Board.
Right.
And not just the board of music department, but all of the directors of, whether it was the art department, the theater department, music department, that we had to perform in front of all of them.
Wow.
And we were graded, and that would determine if we were going to pass that class. So we got judged on singing songs by Carmen McRae, Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh, wow.
Holiday,
And
Sarah Vaughan, and the list goes on and on.
Wow.
We could pick our songs of what artists we wanted to sing their song, but we better do it right.
True.
The intervals better be right, because if we were off,
Well,
we get marked against.
yeah. Well, listen, I know that you and I have been talking about you coming here to Detroit July 9th or July 9th. Miss Connie is going to be here. And Miss Connie, I need to, on that note, introduce you to a few people around here. Sky Covington here with WJZZ. She does a satin dial review and features all of those talented artists that you mentioned, and we have artists that are here that portray those artists. And oh my God, it's a great production, and we do things like that. This is the Motown, and you know how Motown was. If you actually used to try out and audition for Motown, you know what their philosophy was. And Barry had a tight ship over there, and I think everybody around here works off of that principle. You know, we try and be ready because you never can tell when someone's gonna call your name, and but especially for females. And now another thing that we want to talk about before time gets away from us is your organization that we were talking about, Winora. Um,
Yes.
and man, I think that is brilliant. So talk about Winora. What does Winora mean? What is Winora all about? And um, how did it come about?
WINOR, WINOR, Women in Need of Respect. And that came about in 2021. I just started hearing one too many interviews where you'll have someone in Southern Soul, interviewing some of the men in Southern Soul,
Mm-hmm.
and they just get to talking about Southern Soul and the people who love it. And they were saying, that Southern Soul was a man's world.
Mm.
Because the women were the buyers, and they were the ones who loved the music.
Mm.
And they said the women come to see them. So they said, well, what about the women in music? They said, well, really, they don't come to see the women. The women just kind of got to get in where they fit in.
Mm.
And women, say what you will, they said.
Yeah.
They just don't put butts in the seats.
Wow. So
Because the women come to see us men. They
Yeah.
don't come to see women.
wow.
So that just kind of like resonated to me. I thought, wow.
I like to know what
And
the
when I would see the flyers of the events coming up, it was 6 men or 10 men on the show, and maybe one woman or
Right.
just no women.
right,
The show all male lined up.
right,
So that started to really make sense on, promoters. That's who they count on. They count on the men to draw the women, and that's what they care about as far as making their money.
yeah,
So it's really not about the talent.
sure,
It's not about the likability either. It's about the butts in the seat.
Yeah.
That's what they care about.
and so
It's a business.
yeah, and so like we're almost running short on time, but listen, I want to know a little bit more about Winora, and so in order to now, if other women out there, is that specifically for artists, performing artists out there that you've
It's
created?
for women, and it's for women only.
Okay,
And the point, and it's not about just men respecting women. It's about other women respecting women too.
right, right,
So it's about women coming together and realizing that you divided we fall,
yeah,
united we stand.
yeah,
And if us women start coming together and working together to either put on our own shows and put our own butts in the seat, because let me just be clear, there's a lot of things that women can relate to other women
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that men don't have no clue about. Not to be funny. Yeah, the women can come and drool over the men and do all of that kind of stuff. They
Yeah.
got that.
sure,
But it's too many subject matters that women experience that other women can relate to.
yeah,
That a lot of times those women need to hear that
Right.
and know that other women feel them.
yeah,
So to say that women don't have nothing to contribute to women and that they don't need to experience them, that's a bunch of crap.
yeah. So, but women do hate on women. Y'all some cackling hens sometimes. I be like, I don't understand it, but I mean, I don't know what that's all about. I'm not a woman, so and I don't even try and figure it out. I just get out the way and mind my
Let me
business.
tell you something just real quick. These men out here hate on women more than the women hate on women.
Oh yeah,
You
men.
better believe that.
Men gossip. Men are the biggest gossipers. I'm be
Oh
honest.
my God, it's
Hey,
terrible.
listen, men gossip more than women. I don't give a damn how any one of my homeboys feel about that, because I got some homeboys that gossip like little girls.
Here's what I thought. I thought a man embracing a woman would be something easy. If you got a man on a good show, he'll bring in a woman with him. No, they don't do that.
Yeah.
Because they still think you're going to take their shine. They don't share with you. They don't share what they know.
Yeah.
They don't share with their promoters. They don't invite. so many don't even want to do that. They're scared that you're gonna take their life.
Yeah. So
I'm flabbergasted by that.
so professionally, how is it with the women? Are you finding resistance from other women that have, like, we were talking about Karen Wolf and Nellie Travis and Sweet Nate. You and Sweet Nate from the same neck of the woods. Her daughter also went to. Matter of fact, her daughter just graduated from Howard. And Sweet Nate and I, we used to talk about all the time how women don't get a fair shake on the concert scene because it's so male dominated. And I said, what would you like to do? And I think that in hindsight, maybe she was talking about your Winora thing, and I just didn't know because she always said that she had something in the works, or maybe was a part of something, or was considering. I don't know, but either way it goes, I think it's a great idea. I think it's something that you should continue to work on and embrace. And as far as if anyone wants more information on that, how do they reach out for that?
If they follow me on Facebook, IG, or TikTok, they can directly reach me.
Okay, all right. So I don't
right
know,
in my inbox.
I don't know. Now, if anyone wanted to book you for a show, you can give them their information. Let them know what to do because the Motor City Rockstar is ready for you.
If they need to, they want to book me again, they can get right into my inbox on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok.
Okay.
And then I would direct them on who they need to speak to at that time.
Great. And also, real quick, I know that you and I were talking about getting together in July in Mississippi, in West Point. So I'm going to let West Point, Mississippi know that Miss Connie is coming to you. We're going to come through, and she's going to do a little something. You're going to introduce yourself, Miss Connie, to West Point, Mississippi, and I'm going to help make that possible. And hopefully we'll have a good time. I think we're going to have a good time.
Yes, I think we will too.
Absolutely. So one thing is for sure is that we really enjoyed the time that we had. We're running short on time. Again, you're watching Wjzz Cool TV, Sonic Soul, every Tuesday night. I air from 9 o'clock until 10 o'clock, and I stream live on all the social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. And so we want you to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Some days we start a little slow because, we have other things happening. Like Miss Connie is oversleeping for her interview. She missed her damn. We in the industry, Miss Connie. I know you remember this. You remember on the bus, on the tour bus. What happened when you miss your damn your time, your bus time, your door time? They oil spot you. They call it oil spotting. You know what that meant, right?
No, you know what I was doing? I was putting makeup on.
Okay. Yeah, and you look great. We did get a chance to see a little snippet of Miss Connie. But guess what we're going to do? We're going to go on all of your platforms, and we're going to encourage that they find your music, that they buy your music and listen to your music. Like I said, we can't.
Out there, y'all, all the Spotify, iTunes, Apple, it's everywhere.
Absolutely. And then we're going to be reminding them probably tomorrow. We'll repost that we had a great show with Miss Connie once we got it going. Like I said, DJ Fuji couldn't be with us because he had another event to attend this evening. We're going to catch up with him again. And next week we've got Jeter Jones. That should be a very good and interesting interview. So we'll see how that's going to work out. And, man, again, we want to thank you so much, Miss Connie. We definitely want to have you again and again. And we're looking forward to when you get here to Detroit. I'm going to at least try and have the stage set so we can get you out and introduce you around town like we did for all the guys that come around here with us. They'll tell you we're not stingy, we're not selfish, and we like to get out and about and show people off, And people when they know we've got people in town, they look forward to who's next, who they gonna bring this time. So you'll have people that are ready for you.
Well, I'll be ready for them as well.
Yeah. So in the meantime, don't hang up. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go out like this. We're gonna go out tonight on the Keep It 100. Because like I said, I like that song. I like that one there. We're going to go ahead and pop that now and just stick with us, and you and I are going to roll all the way to the end.
Okay.
Hopefully, we can get this thing popping. And I can for some reason, but and maybe I can and maybe I can't hear it. I don't know.